So what happened is I had a dream one night that I was in space, naked, holding the harp, and then we just put my head against the bridge of the harp, and this I can't describe it, but I can still hear it in my head. This kind of like celestial music, the most beautiful music I could think of, not even think of, just experience. This was a dream. And then and I was in university, I think the summer after my first year university. And, I woke up and I was like, that was a cool dream. And then after school that day, I opened up the local newspaper and there was an article on this couple in my province in Canada. And the husband makes harps and the wife teaches harp lessons. And I was like, huh. I'm like, good enough. That's a sign. So I emailed them. I said, I would like to have a harp made. And 3 months later, I had my own harp. And I have previous musical experience through band and school. So she taught me the technique. But she's like, oh, your music theory is actually, more than mine. So just to do the technique and teach yourself. I'm like, all right. So that was back in university. So that's how that started. And I feel like through that step, like I used to play weddings, in the occasional wedding in Canada, and then I had a really sweet gig playing at the Lieutenant Governor's Mansion. There's not a lot of harpists back from where I'm from. I think there was three. So I would play at the Lieutenant Governor's Mansions for parties, which was nice. You just to sit in the corner and play, and sometimes people could come and talk to you, but mostly you're just playing. And I think through that experience and that kind of skill set led to opportunities. So when I started with the JET program to come to Japan, so I think having that kind of unique skill and experience definitely helped in the interviews. So when I applied, they would only choose 6 people from my province because it's based on population size. Not a lot of people from my province. So out of all the people who applied, they only choose 6, and I happened to be one of them. Wow. But in my interview, it just came up that I had made, I had the experience of making a CD and playing the harp, and like that's a skill that I can bring to Japan. So I felt like that helped me succeed in getting chosen to come to Japan. So it's interesting how you can look back on life, and you can. Life is probably random, but you can look back and you can make connections and you can make your own story out of it. Make with that what you will. But you can go back and see like, oh, well, you know what? I joined karate in junior high school because one of my friends was too shy to try karate by themselves. So I went, all right. And we started karate together. And then a Japanese woman moved and joined the dojo. We became friends. And she's the reason why I came to Japan. So like, it's just all these like coincidences where she didn't like set out to try and get me to move to Japan. But because I met her, but I wouldn't have met her if my friend was too afraid to try karate by himself.
Hey, if you enjoyed that clip, you can watch the full podcast right up here, or you can see some more clips right about here.